Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of dragons. Whether they're soaring majestically through the skies or hiding in the depths of your imagination, these creatures have captivated us for centuries. Let's explore the different types of dragons together. So what exactly are dragons? Generally, dragons are large, powerful creatures often depicted with reptilian features like scales, wings, and a long tail. They can fly, and many have the ability to breathe fire or wield some elemental magic. But it's not just about their physical traits. These creatures have deep cultural significance across the globe. In many traditions, they symbolize wealth, power, and wisdom, while in others, they're seen as fearsome beasts to be feared. Understanding the different kinds of dragons helps us appreciate their role in storytelling and mythology even more. Western dragon types. Let's start with Western dragons. These are the classic fire-breathing giants we often think of. Traditional Western dragons are often depicted as greedy, hoarding treasure, and seem to love causing chaos. Their scaly skin, large wings, and dragon roars fuel many tales. They've become the ultimate villain in many stories, don't you think? Now, have you heard of wyverns? These guys are cousins to our traditional dragons, but with a twist. They have just 2 legs instead of 4, and they usually look a bit more bird-like. You'll find wyverns making appearances in folklore and fantasy worlds, often known for their speed and agility. Then there's drakes. These are smaller and usually don't have the same magical prowess as their larger counterparts. They might look similar, but often have different characteristics. In recent media, we might encounter drakes as side characters or lesser creatures that play into the broader dragon narrative. And let's not forget a few other variations, like the amphiptyr or the basilisk, each with its own unique mythos. Eastern dragon types. Now let's hop over to the East and check out Eastern dragons. First on the list are the Chinese dragons, and wow, these guys are something special. They symbolize wisdom, strength, and good luck. Unlike the Western depiction, Chinese dragons are often seen as benevolent creatures that bring rain and prosperity. You might see them at festivals, and they're often surrounded by colorful decorations and dances. Japan has its own take on dragons, too. Japanese dragons have a strong connection to water and are often guardians of streams and rivers. They have a slightly different look, usually a bit longer and thinner. Their significance remains deep in Shinto beliefs, so you'll find them celebrated in various cultural practices. Other Eastern variations like the Indian Naga, which represent fertility and water, and the Korean Yeong, which winds around their own symbolism of power and strength, add to the rich tapestry of dragon lore worldwide. Elemental dragons. All right, let's get a little more specific with elemental dragons. These dragons are categorized based on the elements they represent. You have your fire dragons, like those fierce Western beasts we know, which usually embody destruction and chaos. But don't forget about ice dragons. They can freeze their enemies in their tracks. Storm dragons summon thunder and lightning, while earth dragons are powerful beings tied to nature and stability. Each elemental dragon brings its own flavor to stories, shaping characters and plot lines in magical ways. Popular culture representation. Now, to make things even more interesting, let's look at how dragons are represented in popular culture. For example, who can forget Smaug from The Hobbit? This cunning dragon is a perfect mix of greed and charisma. Or how about Drogon from Game of Thrones? Fierce and loyal, he captures the imagination of fans everywhere. And in the gaming world, dragons are everywhere. From the majestic creatures in the Elder Scrolls to iconic beings in Dungeons & Dragons, they play huge roles in shaping quests and narratives. It's fascinating to see how these mythical creatures evolve and fit into modern storytelling. So whether they're towering over mountains, swimming in celestial waters, or flying through stormy skies, dragons always have a unique place in our hearts and stories. What about you? What's your favorite type of dragon? Drop a comment down below and let's chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mythical fun.